Hey guys, what's up? So I know I haven't done a video in a month. I've sort of been in a video making slump, and I decided to focus more on reading because I felt I wasn't reading enough and I wasn't producing as much content for this channel as I wanted. So I sort of took a mini break to read more and come back, and instead of just doing TBRs and pickups and haul videos, I could actually give you guys some more in-depth critical thinking reviews. Yeah, I know me, critical thinking, right? And on that note, I'm bringing you a book haul. I know, kind of ironic where I'm talking about making more quality videos and then I'm bringing you a book haul. But I was in my local Goodwill and they were having a sale where if you buy one book for $1.99, and usually it's the hardcover books that are $1.99, and if you buy one, you could get like 10 books, pretty much buy 10 books for the price of one, and I took advantage of that. I don't think I have the space for these books, but I've gotta find some space. I've got to unhaul some books, and I think I'll have space for these 10 books. And without further ado, let's get right into the books. The first one I picked out was actually the first one I had in my hand. I was gonna pay for it, but then the guy's like, hey, it's $1.99. If you get 9 other books, they'll be like $1.99 for all the books. And I was just like, cool, dude. And that book is Dan Brown's Inferno. I read Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code a long time ago, but I remember really enjoying them and also enjoying the movies with Tom Hanks. I recently saw that they're making a movie for this book, Inferno. And then I saw it today for $1.99, and I thought, why not? It's a hardcover copy of Inferno, and hopefully it's pretty good. I like all these sort of controversial books where he sort of writes in controversial history and sort of incorporates a mystery around it. And then the next book I got, Bill O'Reilly's Killing Lincoln. This is pretty much about, I want to say it's not about Lincoln, but it's about the assassination plot with John Wilkes Booth, like the history about the assassination plot rather than Lincoln, which I think is really interesting. And I know that Bill O'Reilly gets raving reviews for his biography, so I'm really excited to see what's up. Probably a common phrase you'll hear is I'm excited or I can't wait to read these books because I bought them, so I can't wait to read them. Next, I picked up The Subtle Knife. I remember reading The Golden Compass a long time ago. I have no recollection of the actual plot. I just remember enjoying them while I saw the second book of his Dark Materials hardcover copy. Usually in thrift stores or in used bookstores, they sell this trilogy, but in mass paperback. And I saw this in hardcover, and I was just like, why not? And I picked it up. And hopefully, please, for a really good price, I'll buy the rest of the series in hardcover edition and just marathon through them. Next book I got is The President's Shadow. I just know that it's sort of a murder mystery or something along those lines. It sounds like a Dan Brown book because it has to deal with like the Secret Service and the president's staff, and there's a mystery, and it says the truth about the most shocking history of all family history. So it sounds pretty interesting. And plus, I really like when hardcovers or when books have the picture of the author in the back, like with this really cool pose. Like if I ever publish a book, that's how I want my picture to be, like me, like really cool there, like probably holding a copy of the book too. That'd be really cool. The next book I bought is Lee Child, a Jack Reacher novel called Personal. I watched the Jack Reacher movie recently, and I really enjoyed that movie. And I just thought I might check out what the books are about. I don't think this is the first. I think there's like it's a book series with a lot of books in it, and they just don't tell you which book is number one. But I don't think that really matters if they don't put it on it. Like, oh, this is the first book, or oh, this is the second book. Also, another cool picture of the author in the back. I really like hardcovers because of like these pictures of like the authors like this. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Going along with the mystery trope, I've got Robert B. Parker, The Professional, and a copy of Damned If You Do. I've heard really good things about this author. I think he's kind of like Max Patterson, in that he writes a lot of books and they're usually really raved about. I sort of want to test the waters with him, and I got these books to see what all the hype around this author is about. And now I'm just repeating myself, and yeah. Another cool picture of him being cool. And then the next book I got is Warriors. It's a bunch of short stories and novellas by some really, I guess, famous writers of the adult fantasy genre. And the reason I got this book is because it's not only edited by, but there's a short story and a novella, or I think it's just a novella of George R. Martin. And yeah, I sort of got it because I haven't read the Game of Thrones series. I think it's called like a Fire and Ice series. I'm not sure what the actual book series is called, but I know that I haven't read it yet. Sometimes I feel like if I read like a short story of an author or something like that, it gets me pumped up to read their actual books. And I just sort of been hesitant about starting a Game of Thrones because I have a copy of it. I know I haven't gotten around to it, and I just sort of want to see if me reading his story on here will push me to read the book. And there's also a story by Diana Gabaldon, who wrote The Outlander, so sort of another book series that I want to read, but I'm not sure because I feel like it's a massive adult fantasy book, and I feel like if I preview the work, it will get me excited to read their actual books. And this is a massive book. It's like 900 pages long, and hopefully I enjoy it. And then the next book is Killing Pablo by Mark Bowden. There's a show on Netflix called Narcos that chronicles the life of Pablo Escobar, and I haven't watched it yet. I know there's like 2 seasons out. I might read this book and then watch the series, have more background information before watching the show, which I think would be really cool to see how things were changed or how they altered them or dramatized them to fit more of the style of the show. Final book I got, that's Michael Crichton's Next. I believe Michael Crichton, yeah, he wrote the Jurassic Park book. The reason I picked this book up, I was at the thrift store and I sort of looked what this book was about, and I found out that he wrote this. I don't want to say that this is the last, but I found out that he sadly passed away from cancer, or from a type of cancer, and he found out that it was either this treatment, I don't think it was a cure, but it was like a treatment for this cancer that he had, but the study wasn't allowed to move on to human subject testing due to legislation that was passed by senators that were supported by big pharmaceutical companies. Big pharmaceutical companies are always trying to block big breakthroughs that threaten their business. You know, there's this big conspiracy that big pharmaceuticals don't want cures, that they're stopping people from having cures so that they could keep on buying the medicine that will help them feel better, but isn't really effective in the long term, so they keep buying it and buying it. And Michael Crichton was just frustrated with it, and he wrote this sort of novel about how humans are greedy and that basically expect the worst out of humanity. The little summary here doesn't give a lot to what this book is actually about. I just see like the key words are extinction, genes, that our genes are owned and they're valuable, and it just seems like a really cool sci-fi book. I'm really excited to read this. That's all the books I bought. And I hope you guys enjoyed this book haul. If you have read any of these books, please comment down below and be like, hey, what's up? I read those books. They're cool, or something along those lines. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.